First run. After installing the IPCC software, you are ready to launch the software for the first time. You will be asked to perform several mandatory actions described in the following sections to initialize the software and the database. Define superuser. It is necessary to define a superuser that is responsible for defining additional users and has full control over the application and corresponding database. In this step, it is necessary to choose desired region and country territory. Country is relevant for F-gases, AFOLO, and waste worksheets. Selected country has no direct impact on other worksheets, such as energy and IPPU. In this step, to create an inventory year, select the year, click on Create Empty Inventory Year. Using the Application Preference menu to select Application Preference, switch to the Inventory Year tab. Modify the Start Year, End Inventory Year, Base Year for assessment of uncertainty in trend as needed. Use the Administrate CO2 Equivalents menu to access Management of CO2 Equivalents. To create a new type, click on Add Type. To delete a type, click on Delete Type. To define users, click on Administrate Users to access the User menu. From the User menu, you can create a new user. Click Save, set passwords, and assign a user to particular categories. Worksheet Working Area. Navigation window, top left, enable browsing of the IPCC 2006 category structure. Worksheet Grid area top right enables editing activity and emission factors. IPCC area guideline below, providing current information from the guidelines. Worksheet Remarks area below middle, enabling to edit and save worksheet remarks and notes. Time series chart below right, displaying CO2 equivalent time series for selected category. Each worksheet area is dockable. Double-click on the areas to open in a new window or floating window. The worksheet grid represents the tabular tool comprising of worksheet identification text, worksheet-specific parameters. The time series data entry is used to export to Excel, import from Excel, and view. Reports menu. This menu allows the user to calculate 2006 IPCC guidelines reporting tables. The reporting tables include the possibility to select number of decimal places of the emissions reported, the possibility to write and save text into the documentation of the report, as well as function to export tables to Excel. The reports include summary table, short summary table, sectorial tables, background tables, uncertainty. The Tools menu contains Uncertainty Analysis, Reference Approach, Key Category Analysis. Uncertainty Analysis. Users should enter uncertainty values for every activity and emission factor. Default uncertainty values are applied when the user does not enter any uncertainty values. Reference Approach. The reference approach is a top-down approach using a country's energy supply data to calculate the emissions of CO2 from combustion of mainly fossil fuels. Key category analysis. It is good practice for each country to identify its national key categories in a systematic and objective manner by performing a quantitative analysis of the relationship between the levels and the trend of each category's emissions and removals, and total national emissions and removals. Export-import option. This export option allows you to export worksheet data, export CO2 equivalents, export F-gases data, and export NAI reporting tables. Importing of worksheet data, CO2 equivalents, and F-gases are allowed from an XML file only.